Good morning children. Okay, this is our second class in the lesson plant parts and functions. Okay, in this lesson we have to discuss about structural configuration, structural information of leaves. Okay, and the functions of leaf for the plant body. In the yesterday class, we discussed about root system, types of root systems and functions of root system. In this class, we have to discuss about leaf structure, functions, leaf structures, functions and types of leaves Then leaf structure. If you observe a leaf present near to your house, the main structures present in the leaf are, I represented here. You just observe children. Okay. Now, this is a leaf. From which region leaf will arises? From a branch of stem, a leaf will arises. At which portion? I already told to you children, from buds regions leaf will arises. Okay. The part which can attach the leaf to the stem. The part of leaf which can attach the leaf surface to the stem or branch of stem is called as petiole. That means petiole is connection between leaf surface with stem or branch of stem. With the branch of stem is called as petiole. This is petiole. Okay. Then, this flat surface of leaf, is called as lamina. Okay, leaf lamina. In the leaf lamina, at the region of center, there is a straight line we will observe on the surface of leaf lamina. This straight line we called as midrib. Okay. From this midrib, so many branches will arises. Like this. Okay, so many branches will arises like this. These branches are called as veins. Okay, veins are the branches of midrib. Veins are called as branches of midrib. Midrib nothing but central straight line of, that means it is the largest vein. Midrib is the largest central vein. Central vein is called as midrib. From this midrib, branches are present. Those are generally called as veins. Those are generally called as veins. Okay. From these veins also again branching is found. That is like that. Okay. Like that. Okay, these branches of veins are called as veinlets. These branches of veins are called as veinlets. Children, did you observe it? In the root system, main root will form a branches called lateral roots. From the lateral roots, rootlets are formed. Rootlets. But here in the leaf, main straight line is called as midrib. From the midrib, branches are called as veins. From the veins, again branches are formed, are called as veinlets. Okay, this is about structure of leaf. Okay, leaf lamina is the flat surface of leaf. Okay, central largest vein is called as midrib. Veins are the branches arises from midrib. Veinlets are the branches arises from veins. This is about structure of leaf. Petiole is the connection between leaf lamina and the branch of stem. This connection is called as petiole. From which region petiole will arise as buds? Buds are nothing but swollen part of leaf, from which swollen part of, not the leaf, plant, from which branches and flowers and fruits will arises. Arises nothing but generated. This is about leaf structure. Then function of leaf, students. Function of leaf. What are the functions of leaf here? To do photosynthesis. Okay, did you know photosynthesis? Along with the photosynthesis function, leaves can also do transpiration. Okay, transpiration function and also involved in exchange of gases. What are the gases which should be exchanged here are oxygen and CO2. Oxygen and CO2 are gases exchangeable in the plant body. These three functions are related to leaf. These three functions are related to leaf. We will discuss one after the other. First of all, we have to discuss about photosynthesis here. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. Students, you must concentrate on photosynthesis. Why? Because this is the basic for all the living organisms. The universe will depends upon a process called as photosynthesis. You and me, your father, your mother and all other animals are taking the food from plant body directly and indirectly, okay, directly or indirectly, okay. So plant body will synthesize food by its own, but we can't synthesize our food. But you says, ma'am, my mom prepare food by her own. Why you are saying like that? That is entirely wrong, students. We are preparing the food, we are cooking the food, but we can't synthesize the food in our body naturally. We can't synthesize food naturally in our body, okay. But plant body can synthesize food naturally in its body, okay. Plants can't prepare any food, can't prepare any biryani, can't prepare any curry, okay. Is it correct? Plant body is the basic for all the universe. That's why you must, okay, carefully listen about the photosynthesis. This photosynthesis is important for your future studies also. In your 10th class, photosynthesis concept is very important, okay. So many essays are related to photosynthesis concept. So from the basic you have to learn with concentration. Now what is photosynthesis? What is photosynthesis? Photo nothing but sunlight. Photo nothing but sunlight, okay. Sunlight nothing but the light coming from sun is called as sunlight. Synthesis means preparing food. Preparing food by using sunlight is called as photosynthesis, okay. You must go to take a photocopy. That means the camera is click, and what will you observe from that click? You have observed that a light coming out from the camera, okay. That's why it is called as photo. Photo nothing but there is relation with the light, but in case of photosynthesis, that light is not a camera light, that light is a natural light, that is sunlight, okay. Synthesis means preparing what? That is food. Okay. Plant body only can synthesize their food by its own through a process called as photosynthesis. Okay. In this photosynthesis, what are the factors involved in the preparation of food? What are the components? Okay, for making any curry, we want ingredients like salt, okay, chili powder or garam masala, okay, turmeric powder and cutted pieces of vegetables or etc. But in here also, preparing food in the body of plant also, they want some ingredients, not the ingredients, like the ingredients, there are some important needed materials are present. Those are sunlight, along with the sunlight, chlorophyll and water and CO2. These are the very important for plant to prepare the food. Our parents says plant body will take up the CO2 and releases the oxygen into the atmosphere. That's why we breathe the oxygen. Okay, due to presence of abundant plants in our surroundings, oxygen will come out freely, and our excretory product, that is CO2, which is inhaled by the plant body. That means why the plant body taken up the CO2? There must be a reason here. There must be a reason. Why? Because plant body taken up the CO2 which is released by us. Why the plant body taken up the CO2? Because to do the photosynthesis. CO2 is need for the plant body for what? Photosynthesis mechanism. Okay, is it clear? Next one, H2O. H2O is nothing but water. Okay, you must pour the water to the plant, okay, for their survival. If you won't provide any water to the plant body, the plant will die after a few days. Why? Because if the water is not provided to the plant body, the plant body cannot synthesize its food. So there is no food to the plant body will die off. Okay, plant body will die. That's why we must provide water. Okay, to do photosynthesis mechanism. Okay, that's the importance of water in the plant body. Then chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green pigment. Present in the plant, especially in leaves. Why the leaves present in green color? Because due to presence of a pigment is a coloring agent. Okay, what is that pigment? Chlorophyll pigment. Due to presence of green colored chlorophyll pigment, leaves appears in green in color. Okay, due to presence of this green color pigment, plants can do photosynthesis. Is it clear? Plants can do photosynthesis. Okay, so CO2 is having clear reason, H2O having clear reason, chlorophyll also having clear reason. So sunlight. Why sunlight is required? Because sunlight is the basic energy. From sunlight only so many energies will form. If there is no sunlight, the universe will abolish. Okay, abolish. That means it can arise from its nature. Okay, every energy coming out from the natural light, that is sunlight, directly or indirectly. So here plants also taken up the sunlight directly to do photosynthesis. Okay, these are the requirements of the photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? By using sunlight preparing food in the plant body by its own is called as photosynthesis. What are the requirements along with the sunlight? Chlorophyll pigment, water and carbon dioxide. CO2 is carbon dioxide. Okay, you are 6th class students, that's why I am explaining each and every term in clear cut manner. Okay, CO2, C for carbon, di means two, that means here oxygen having two number, oxygen having two. That's why here I mentioned dioxide means oxygen, oxide means oxygen. Carbon is 1, di means 2, okay, which is having 2 number oxygen. That's why here I mentioned dioxide, carbon dioxide. Next, next one, this is about photosynthesis. Transpiration, transpiration, transpiration. What is transpiration? Transpiration is a phenomenon of removal of excess water, excess water present inside the plant body. Okay, tell me students, if you drink water in more amount, what will you feel? You want to go outside and you have to remove excess water present your body as a toilet. Is it correct? Okay, not only you, each and every human body doing like that. If the excess water present in your body, you want to go to toilet to remove the excess water present in your body like that, but plants can't do walk, can't do running and can't do move any bathrooms. Is it clear? So, it is also a living organism, we are also a living organism. Okay? So, to remove their water, excess water, not complete water, students, excess, extra water present inside the plant body. Okay, so due to the plants can't move from their places, so to remove those excess water present in the plant body, a mechanism is present, that is called as transpiration, transpiration. The phenomenon of the process of removal of excess water present in the plant body, Okay, here if you write water, it is not correct. You should write excess water. Okay, if you want to write water, it is called as dehydration. That means complete water present in the plant will go out to the atmosphere. The plant becomes shrink and will die off after 2 or 3 days. So we can't remove the complete water. Okay, this is a natural process. Okay, plants can do transpiration by its own. There is no external factors involved here. Okay, plants doing transpiration by its own. Okay, for what? To remove the excess water. To remove the excess water present in the plant body. This is a plant body. To remove the excess water into outside. This process is called as transpiration. Now, how the transpiration will occur? For example, you have to observe, is the transpiration exactly occur in plants or not? You have to do one activity like that at your home. Okay, you should do. Okay, that is not a problem. You can select a plant body. This is a soil. Okay, these are the branches. From the branches, leaves are present. Okay. These are the branches. Here leaves are present. Now you have to select a branch of plant. You have to select a branch of plant. Then take a polythene cover. Take a polythene, plastic cover or polythene cover, polythene bag or cover, polythene bag or cover, and you have to cover this branch with the polythene bag. This branch with the polythene bag like that. Okay, polythene bag like that. Now you have to tie the mouth of polythene bag with a thread. Mouth of polythene bag with a thread. Leave it for 1 day or half day. Leave it for 1 day or half day. What will you observe? What will you observe? After half day, you have to take up the cover. You have to take up the cover. You have to take up the cover by removing the thread. Okay. Then take the cover. Then take the cover. Then take the cover. And inside the cover, what you observe that inside the cover, a liquid drops, a water drops, a water moisture is present at the edges of the cover. You observed that inside the cover, liquid drops or water drops, and the moisture is present inside the cover. This moisture is what, students? This moisture nothing but water vapor. This moisture nothing but water vapor. Water vapor means the gaseous form of water. The gaseous form of water is called as water vapor, students. Okay, for example, we drink a liquid form of water. Liquid means fluid. Okay, we drink a liquid form of water, but after drinking the water, if you went to sunlight region, that means hot region, our sweat is coming out. From our sweat, the water will dry and converted into gaseous form. This sweat nothing but water. This water, liquid form of water, converts into vapor state. So from this state, water enters into atmosphere as gas. This gas is called as water vapor. So in this situation also, the excess water present in the plant body is dried, is vaporized, or it converts into gaseous state and enters into atmosphere. But here the branch is covered with a polythene bag. That's why the water vapor hits the polythene bag and it converts into again as droplets. That's why this water is nothing but excess water present in the plant body. Now you obey that. You should, okay, says that plant body can remove its excess water. It can remove its excess water through a phenomenon called as transpiration. Okay, here up to here we concluded that what is transpiration and what is the activity related to the transpiration. But transpiration is occurred through a specialized structures, and again gaseous exchange of plant body is also occurred through a specialized structure, that is stomata. I will explain in the next class. Thank you. Okay, up to here we concluded photosynthesis and transpiration. Thank you.